Hello, my friends. I welcome you all to the Creative Thinkers Hub channel. Today, we are going to be learning that how we could make the badge. So, seeing that, let's zoom in into the area and start creating. Now, you take a circle and let it be 50 tab 50. Okay. Now, this we fill yellow color in it and give it no outline, or let's say we give it a reddish brownish outline and let the point size be 0.75. Yeah, so this is what we are creating. Now we get into an interactive fill and we give it a angular gradient, and now we start filling our colors. So minus 45, we keep our angle. Okay, and we start filling our colors. So here the first color, because it is an outer, we keep it at 25, 50, 100 and 0. Okay, and we say okay. So you get this brownish color. That same color now we are going to keep at 25. Come here and leave it to 0, 0, 100. So that is pure yellow color. We come to round about 60 and we give it another color. Let's say 15, 35, 100 and 0. Okay, so we are not adding any black to this, but the cyan and magenta that we are adding to yellow is giving us the brownish tinge. Okay, now we add yellow all over again at this point at 75. Let's make it 80. Okay, and then the last one, we come here and we again put 20, 40, 100 and 0. Okay, so this is our gradient. Now this is what it will look like. What we do, we copy paste this and we flip it, we give it a size of 47 and then we rotate it by 90 degrees. So this is how you get the second part of the shine. Now take this, copy paste it again and give it a flat color. First we change the size 46.5, I think. Okay, and give it black. Okay, let's do one thing. We come here and give it a no fill. Yeah, now we see that it's too close to that border. We give it some space, so let it be 46. So there is something that is looking, copy paste that again, and now we give a no fill and this size we have to make it at 45. Let's see. No, it will be too close. We keep it at 44. Okay, and the line, now we have to keep that stitch type line. Okay, so we select the dotted line, the dash line, and now we CE. So our center part of the medallion is done. Now what we do, we take a rectangle, press Ctrl and make it a square. Okay, then you come here, convert it to curves and delete this node. Okay, before that, you make sure it's center aligned. So CE is important and delete the node. Okay, now this is our gradient. What we do, we give black color to it, come into the transparency and give it this shaded transparency. Now what we could do, we give it a flat gray color. Yeah, I think this is better. And obviously in the transparency, we increase it so that we get the border also. Great. And then we zoom in because okay, the border is yet, outer border is yet there, so no outline. And then power clip, place inside frame and inside this frame, inside the black one. Okay, so our centerpiece is done. Now we are going to be looking at how we can make the remaining. Okay, for that the flowers have to be made, the outer flowers. For that we take again a circle of 50 Okay. Now we are not making it directly on the object because very simple. I mean, there are a lot of things that we want to see and we want it obvious. So make this line also by pressing Control with a 2-point line, C and E. Okay, so your pivot point is exactly in the middle. Select this, double click, you get the rotation. Press Control once and twice and left and right click. So, and then Control D. So it's duplicated. Now you select all of this, press Control and select the circle. So the circle gets deselected, as you can see. Now group them, click on any one of the lines and again press Control and rotate it once. So you get this center part everywhere. Okay. So now in the center, now we are going to start seeing that how we could create our object. Take a rectangle, approximately unlock it 6.5 and this be 1.75. Yeah, okay. Okay. So you come here and we do this. Now this is just something that we are doing right now just to create the rectangle. Afterwards, to create the structure. After that, we are going to make sure that the snap to guidelines and grids is on and put guidelines all around this rectangle that we made. Got it? Now come here, click on this, zoom in, Control Q. Okay. So we convert it to curves and now we are going to make the top part. Okay. So for that, we come here, click on the node, keep this exactly at the center, center of the box. Now click on the node on the line and create another additional node and keep it exactly at the intersection. Now you take this and give it a size of 0.5 mm. Okay. Now this thing, you select this node and lift it up 1, 2 and control and half. So it is lifted up by 1.25. Okay. Select these particular thing, convert them to curves and keep it this kind of a line. Okay. Symmetrical node. So it's symmetrical. That is extremely important. Okay. Now you put this here and now we check all our nodes if everything is fine. We'll have to balance this. Great. Okay. Now these are also of different heights. We keep it at this height. Let's see. I think it's too curvy. It will create a problem because the line is becoming too straight. Let's do one thing. Give it another thing and let it come down by 0.5. Yeah. So this will come here and this node will come here. Now as we make our extended part, it will flow smoothly. Okay. Now we click here and create another node and keep it at the center again at the intersection. Okay. Now what are we going to do? We are going to create a lower part. So for that, select this node, then select the other one in the opposite direction and come down 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is 0.25 downwards. Now select one node, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that curve is following 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So that's how, and then this is creating a problem. This is angular. See, this became angular, that one didn't. So what we are going to be doing is come here and say smooth node. So once you smooth the node, it will follow that one. Now come here. Now we have finished this. Now we want to curve this. So come here and curve this. Come here and curve this. Okay. And in the center also, like how we did before, you select this node 1, 2, 3 and that same thing we replicate 1, 2, 3 on top also. So take another guideline and 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this will come here. You pull that and put it here. Okay. Now this thing also needs to be adjusted. For that, we come here and we say smooth node. Okay. Symmetrical node. Sorry. Then you click on this node again, take the guideline and 1, 2, 3 on that side, and this one that is there, you take it and come to the intersection, and our structure is complete. Okay. Now what we are going to be doing, that we are going to copy this interactive fill. So you come here, while this object is selected, come say copy fill and say from this source. So you get that same angular fill. Now we don't want the angular fill, we want a straight fill in this. Okay. So how are we going to do this? In this way. So you take the node, keep this here, keep this one here, and put this docker straight. Okay. Now you get into your fountain fill, and we need now, it was horizontal, we need to make it vertical. Okay. We need to make it vertical. So 180 degrees and say okay. So it's made vertical, is done. Okay. Now what we do is that we give it the same outline also. So red brown outline we'll give, or you can select here, and if you're not sure about the color, this is how you pick it and drop it here. Okay. So select the circle, pick it and drop it here. Now copy, paste this and rotate it by 30 degrees. So keep that exactly at the center over here. Okay, you'll get something like this. Keep it at the center, copy paste it and flip it. And take this node and intersect it here. Now what we do is that we select both of them, come here, and this is smaller than the bigger one. So we make it small this way. Keep playing with the size. Cool. And once we are done, now we select this piece, and we need to have that fill at a particular size and type. So we just move these dockers as per our convenience, because this is a smaller piece than the circle, and therefore and it has got a different shape. So we'll have to move everything a little inside. So let this be at 35. Okay. Let this one be at 55. And this one be at 70. Okay. And then we say uh, this is at 0 degrees. Okay. So this is done. That same thing we copy even for this. So again, this will be at 35, this one at 55, and this one at 70. Okay. Now can you see the curve is actually forming within that first curve itself? And to add some depth, what do? We click this, come here, and with the pick tool, just pick on that last one. So it gets filled automatically. Okay. And say okay. And again, for that other one also at 85, this is at 85. So this will be at 15. Okay. Again, this will be at 15. Come here, take the pick tool again and pick that last color. Done. So can you see the depth is coming in? Okay. You see that rounded depth is coming in. And we first delete this one. We'll copy paste it later. Okay. We change the fill in this one also. 15. See, my friends, in this node, there is a lot of R&D to get the right output. That therefore, this is always little difficult. So you have to be patient and you have to be observant. As long as you're getting your output, that is most important. Okay. Now, from the end, I think it's becoming a little flat. So let's give it some more depth. Okay. So here now we introduce black at 20. So that curve is finishing at a particular thing where it's becoming black. Okay. There is some black that is added. That same thing again replicate to the bigger one. Just add 20 black on the last ones. Okay. And we are done. Fine. So this is complete. Now we copy paste this and flip it and keep it again exactly at the intersection. Okay. I think we need to keep it at the node. Yes, the node. Okay. So that's what it is. We group both of them and we CE it. So it's perfectly at the center. And then now we are going to zoom in into this particular thing and take it to our circle that we had made. See, it's almost the same size. So we are lucky on that. But I think we need to play a little bit more because this needs to go down. Yes, yeah. Okay, so we'll have to play with the size a little bit. Even the location. Okay, and then group all of them and reduce the size slightly so that there is some gap between every duplication that we are keeping. Now, once that is done, keep it here. This is a central pivot point, and at the rotation 1, 2, and left click, right click, and duplicate. Okay, so that's how it is done. Now we delete everything that is not needed, even these guidelines. So select one, press Ctrl A and delete. Now group this, come to your circle and CE, and then shift page down. So it goes right behind. Now we have completed our second piece also. So our medallion or badge, whatever you may call it, is complete. Okay, and we group it, and now we see that how is it close to the original. So that's how it is. And friends, if you like this video, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video because only sharing increases knowledge. Thank you.